Be vigilant and prepared.
Matthew Doherty is a security expert, former Secret Service agent, and managing director at Sikich. He joins us live this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
What is your reaction to the investigation so far?
Well, the investigation, there seemed to be some hesitancy at first to declare it a terrorist act. And I think that's due to the fact that he was a U.S. citizen and former military. Now they realize this person was obviously radicalized. He's not the first military person to be radicalized. You know, I think of Hassan in 2009 at Fort Hood, and the military is very aware of radicalization issues in the military.
It is unusual that the FBI came out so early and made statements that they really had to walk back, saying that he was not acting alone. They thought he had help. They thought other people had planted these IED devices when it was really just people that found them. And then, people, all kinds of information that they kind of had to walk back. What are your thoughts on that? It's kind of unusual, isn't it?
It is. I wish they had put some caveats. You know, this is the facts that we know now. And just put some caveats in there about what they know and when they know it to make sure the citizenry is fully informed.
Yesterday, thankfully, there were no incidents at the Sugar Bowl. Moving forward, New Orleans, other major cities, how can those cities learn from this and make the necessary adjustments?
Well, this vehicle ramming with crowds, I mean, there's an estimate that half of the terrorist attacks have been done by vehicle ramming in recent years. And this isn't a new phenomenon. The FBI and Department of Homeland Security, as far back as 2010, put out warnings about crowds. New Orleans, for instance, had the equipment to battle that. And I don't know if that was in preparation for the Sugar Bowl and they were standing that down. But vehicle ramming in large crowds, that should always be in consideration. Maybe have the traffic blockage. But that should be a consideration wherever large crowds, unfortunately, in the world we live in, to make sure that those large crowds, because let's face it, the terrorists want to inflict the maximum possible damage they can. And obviously parades and gatherings such as that took place in New Orleans, they should be prepared for those.
Let's talk about those barricades. They were removed in November in New Orleans. They're near Bourbon Street. Were supposedly being repaired. And then we heard the New Orleans police superintendent in a soundbite right before we went to you saying these steel barriers, these portable ones, she didn't even know that they had those available to them. How has that misinformation happened?
That just is baffles the mind. There's all these warnings out there. And again, as I said before, 2010. Department of Homeland Security and FBI were putting out joint law enforcement bulletins to be prepared for that. And so I don't know if this was a pre-stage for a national special security event like the Sugar Bowl, but certainly any type of rallies or where large crowds are, use every piece of equipment that's available to you. That should always be a consideration. Let's not forget the Germany attack on the Christmas market that just recently happened. So my advice to law enforcement across the country, if you have those, put them in place. And if you don't, start going through procurement to get them.
All right, Matthew Doherty, we appreciate you joining us this morning.